Hello, fantastic people! Picture for a moment a sleek, powerful silhouette slicing through the icy waters of the polar seas. A creature cloaked in striking patterns of midnight black and pure Arctic white, gliding with the grace of a dancer yet striking with the precision of a master strategist. Imagine hearing haunting, otherworldly songs echoing beneath the waves, a secret language spoken between family members who have stayed together for generations, sharing laughter, grief, and wisdom in ways we are only beginning to understand. Before we plunge into the breathtaking world of one of the most intelligent, most emotionally profound, and most awe-inspiring creatures ever fashioned by the Almighty, please take a quick moment to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss another adventure into the wonders of the living world. Your support truly means everything to us, and it helps us keep sharing these magnificent stories with curious hearts around the globe. Today, we dive deep into the realm of the orca, the legendary creature often called the killer whale, though in truth it is not a whale at all in the way most people imagine. The orca is actually the largest member of the dolphin family, a fact that surprises almost everyone who hears it for the first time. This remarkable being carries all the playful curiosity, the dazzling intelligence, and the social warmth of its smaller dolphin cousins, yet it does so in a body that can stretch to nearly 32 feet in length and tip the scales at over 6 tons. It is a creature of paradox, gentle with its young and tender with its elders, yet possessing hunting skills so refined and coordinated that it sits at the very top of the ocean's food chain, uncontested by any other predator, a living testament to the breathtaking craftsmanship of the masterful designer. Let us begin with that unforgettable appearance, because the orca is truly one of the most visually striking animals on our entire planet. The body is built for pure aquatic mastery, sleek and torpedo-shaped, allowing it to cut through water with astonishing efficiency. The back is deep, glossy black, blending seamlessly with the dark ocean depths when viewed from above, while the belly is brilliant white, making the orca nearly invisible against the bright surface when viewed from below. This ingenious coloration, known as countershading, is a gift from the Supreme Maker, camouflaging this enormous hunter from prey both above and beneath it. Behind each eye sits a distinctive oval white patch, sometimes called an eye spot, though interestingly, this is not the actual eye at all. The true eye lies just below and in front of this patch, a clever optical trick that may confuse prey about exactly where the orca is looking. A soft gray saddle patch drapes just behind the dorsal fin, and the patterns of these markings are so unique that researchers can identify individual orcas the way we identify people by their fingerprints. Speaking of that dorsal fin, it is perhaps the most iconic feature of the entire animal. In adult males, this magnificent fin can rise up to 6 feet tall, standing like a proud, curved sail above the waves, a silhouette that has inspired wonder and stories among seafaring peoples for thousands of years. Females and younger males have smaller, more curved dorsal fins, usually around 3 to 4 feet in height. Why the fashioner gave males such towering fins remains a subject of gentle curiosity, but many believe these grand structures help with stability during high-speed pursuits and play a role in social displays among pod members. The flippers, which are actually called pectoral fins, are wide, rounded, and paddle-shaped, reminiscent of broad oars, giving the orca exceptional maneuverability as it twists, turns, and even leaps clear out of the water in magnificent arcs called breaches. Now, let us talk about the truly staggering intelligence of these creatures, because this is where the wonder of the orca shines brightest. The orca possesses the second largest brain of any animal on Earth, weighing in at around 15 pounds, more than 4 times the size of a human brain. But it is not merely the size that astonishes researchers, it is the complexity. Their brains contain a highly developed neocortex, the region associated with thinking, planning, memory, and most remarkably, emotion. Scientists have discovered that orcas possess an exceptionally dense concentration of spindle cells, the very neurons linked to empathy, social awareness, intuition, and complex communication in humans. This extraordinary neurological design, a wonder crafted by the all-knowing creator, means that orcas experience rich emotional lives, form deep attachments, grieve their lost loved ones, and may even possess a sense of self. Orcas live in tightly knit family groups called pods, and these pods are among the most stable social structures in the entire animal kingdom. Some pods are matriarchal, led by the oldest and wisest female, a grandmother who may live to be 80 or even 90 years old, sometimes reaching over 100. She is the keeper of knowledge, the memory of the family, remembering ancient hunting grounds, seasonal migration routes, and survival strategies passed down through countless generations. The younger members of the pod learn from her, follow her, and rely on her wisdom in times of hardship. Offspring, both male and female, typically stay with their mother for their entire lives, forming bonds that are unbreakable. A beautiful example of divine providence shaping the tender hearts of these ocean wanderers. The communication systems of orcas are nothing short of astonishing. Each pod speaks its own distinct dialect, a unique collection of clicks, whistles, pulsed calls, and haunting vocalizations that is different from every other pod on the planet. This means orcas have regional accents, just as humans do, and these dialects are learned and preserved across generations. A calf born into a pod learns to speak the family language by listening to its mother and relatives, gradually mastering the intricate vocal traditions that define its identity. Beyond communication, orcas use a remarkable ability called echolocation, sending out rapid clicks that bounce off objects and return as echoes, painting a detailed sonic picture of their surroundings. Through this gift from the originator, they can detect the size, shape, texture, speed, and even the internal structure of distant objects, allowing them to hunt in the darkest depths or the murkiest waters with pinpoint accuracy. The hunting strategies of orcas are among the most sophisticated in the natural world, showcasing levels of planning and cooperation that leave observers breathless. Different populations of orcas have developed entirely different hunting cultures, each one passed down through teaching and tradition. Some orcas off the coast of Argentina have mastered the astonishing technique of intentionally beaching themselves on sandy shores to snatch young sea lions, then wriggling back into the surf, a dangerous maneuver that mothers patiently teach to their calves over many years. Other orcas in the icy waters of Antarctica have perfected what is called wave washing, where an entire pod swims in tight formation to create a powerful wave that sweeps a resting seal right off its ice floe and into the waiting hunters. Still others have learned to flip sharks upside down, inducing a state of paralysis called tonic immobility, allowing them to feed on even the most fearsome predators of the sea. The diet of orcas varies incredibly from one population to another, which is why scientists often divide them into ecotypes, each specializing in different prey. Some ecotypes feed almost exclusively on fish, particularly salmon, and have developed delicate techniques for locating, herding, and catching these swift swimmers. Others prefer marine mammals, hunting seals, sea lions, porpoises, and even large whales in coordinated attacks that can last for hours. There are offshore ecotypes that specialize in sharks, and their teeth often show the wear of slicing through sandpaper-like shark skin. Despite their fearsome reputation, there is not a single reliable record in all of history of a wild orca killing a human being, a gentleness toward our species that continues to mystify and humble those who study them, another mark of the wisdom of the all-wise creator. Orcas are found in every single ocean on our planet, from the frozen edges of the Arctic and Antarctic to the warm waters of the tropics. They are one of the most widely distributed mammals on Earth, second only to humans in their geographic range. This global presence reflects the incredible adaptability crafted into their design, a robust layer of blubber insulating them from the coldest polar waters, and a powerful circulatory system allowing them to thrive in diverse climates. They can dive to depths of over 3,000 feet when needed, though they usually hunt in shallower waters, and they can hold their breath for up to 15 minutes during deep dives. When they surface, their exhalation creates a dramatic bushy spout that can rise 9 to 10 feet into the air, a visible announcement of their arrival. The playful side of orcas is perhaps the most heartwarming aspect of their personalities. They are endlessly curious creatures, known to approach boats with gentle inquisitiveness, to balance objects on their noses, to play with seaweed like children toying with ribbons, and to engage in complex games with one another. Young calves have been seen inventing new behaviors and teaching them to their siblings and cousins, creating cultural fads that spread through pods like the latest dance craze. They leap, breach, slap their tails and pectoral fins against the water, and ride the bow waves of ships with what can only be described as joy. This capacity for play, for invention, and for delight is a radiant gift from the divine maker, reminding us that intelligence and wonder are not uniquely human treasures. Orcas also demonstrate behaviors that suggest profound emotional depth. There are documented cases of pods gently carrying the bodies of deceased calves or elders for days, refusing to let them sink, as if grieving in ways we can scarcely fathom. They console one another during times of stress, share food with sick or injured family members, and have been seen cooperating with other species, even occasionally helping human fishermen in extraordinary historical partnerships that lasted generations. Their sense of family, of community, and of belonging speaks to a design of startling emotional sophistication, a masterpiece of heart and mind woven together by the ultimate creator. Sadly, orcas today face growing challenges in our rapidly changing world, from ocean pollution and depleted fish populations to noise disturbance from shipping and the lingering effects of captivity in marine parks. Many populations are now recognized as endangered, a sobering reminder of our shared responsibility to protect these magnificent beings. Yet, there is hope, because around the world, dedicated people are working tirelessly to preserve their habitats, to reduce harmful pollution, and to ensure that future generations will still hear the haunting songs of orcapods echoing through the open sea. Every one of us can play a small part by caring, by learning, and by sharing the wonder of these extraordinary creatures with others. The orca truly stands as one of the crown jewels of the living world, a breathtaking fusion of power and gentleness, intelligence and emotion, mystery and familiarity. Every aspect of its being, from the streamlined curve of its body to the intricate language of its songs, from the wisdom of its elders to the laughter of its young, reveals the unmatched artistry of the Creator, whose handiwork shines through every creature that walks, swims, or soars upon this earth. To witness an orca in the wild, even for a fleeting moment, is to glimpse a living masterpiece, a reminder of how magnificent and interconnected our world truly is. Thank you so much for joining me today on this journey into the extraordinary life of the orca. If you enjoyed this adventure and learned something new, please take a moment to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel so you never miss another story, and leave a comment below sharing your thoughts. Until next time, keep your heart curious and your eyes wide open to the wonders all around you.